Imagine this. The night sky above you is not just a blanket of stars. It is a tapestry of galaxies, each one glowing like an ember in an endless fire. And you, humanity, do not just look at them anymore. You hold them in your hands. You bend them, shape them, rewrite their destinies as easily as you might rearrange pebbles on a beach. This is not science fiction. This is a question, a thought experiment so vast, so dizzying, that it pushes the limits of imagination itself. What if humanity became a Type 7 civilization? Not a planetary power, not a star-spanning empire, not even a galaxy-wide dominion, but a civilization so advanced it could manipulate not just stars, galaxies, or dimensions, but entire universes. A civilization indistinguishable from God's. Before we dive into this breathtaking vision, make sure you subscribe to Beyond What If, where we explore the biggest questions humanity has ever dared to ask. And if you enjoy exploring these alternate realities and cosmic possibilities, give this video a like. It helps us bring more worlds like this to life. Now, let's begin. To understand what it even means to dream of a Type 7 civilization, we must start where we are today. Right now, humanity isn't even a Type 1 on the Kardashev scale. The Kardashev scale, proposed in 1964 by Soviet astrophysicist Nikolai Kardashev, is a way of measuring a civilization's level of technological advancement based on how much energy it can harness. A Type 1 civilization is planetary. It can use and store all the energy available on its home planet. Type 2 is stellar. It can control the energy of its star, perhaps with a Dyson Sphere, a megastructure that captures nearly all of a star's output. Type 3 is galactic, a civilization that harvests the energy of billions of stars, commanding the power of an entire galaxy. That alone is staggering, but futurists and scientists have stretched the idea further. Type 4 civilizations control the energy of an entire universe. Type 5 civilizations span multiple universes in a multiverse. Type 6 civilizations transcend dimensions entirely, manipulating the fabric of reality itself. And then, Type 7, the absolute pinnacle. A civilization that exists beyond time, beyond space, beyond universes themselves. It does not just live in reality, it authors it. Right now we are fragile. Our species clings to a thin film of biosphere, dependent on oxygen, water, and a narrow range of temperatures. A single asteroid, a single supervolcano, a single war could erase everything we've built. But imagine us climbing, step by step, century by century. First, Type 1. We learn to balance our planet, harness every source of energy, eliminate poverty, control weather, perhaps even prevent earthquakes. A unified Earth, bound not by borders, but by shared destiny. Then, Type 2. We become masters of our star. A Dyson sphere glitters around the sun, not a single photon wasted. Space stations, lunar cities, Martian oceans, asteroid habitats. Humanity spreads across the solar system. The fear of extinction fades, for no single catastrophe can destroy us now. And then, Type 3. The moment when humanity transcends being just solar children and becomes galactic architects. We expand across the Milky Way, seeding worlds, building megastructures that span light years. Imagine entire stars disassembled into swarms of collectors. Imagine black holes tamed and used as power plants, their hawking radiation harvested to fuel civilizations larger than empires. We would look at the galaxy not as wilderness, but as clay, a material to sculpt, mold, and shape. Civilizations like ours, millions of them perhaps, woven into a network of unimaginable scope. But the question arises, if we hold such power, will we use it to build or to destroy? Will the stars be filled with harmony or endless war? Every new rung of the ladder brings not only possibility, but peril. Now picture the leap beyond, a Type 4 civilization, a people who no longer see a galaxy as vast. To them, galaxies are pebbles. The universe itself is their canvas. They would control the energy of everything. Galaxies, quasars, the cosmic web itself, the expansion of the universe, dark matter, dark energy, all harnessed, bent to their will. They could delay the heat death of the universe, reshape its destiny, and perhaps even restart the Big Bang. But to such beings, what is identity? Would they still be human? Or would humanity dissolve into something unrecognizable? Consciousness is spread across the fabric of space, merged with machines, distributed across the very laws of physics. To us, they would be indistinguishable from gods, but to them they would simply be alive. And if a Type 4 exists, what of Type 5? Type 5 civilizations reach across multiple universes. They do not just dominate one cosmos, they explore an infinity of them. Every alternate reality, every branching timeline, every variation of physics becomes their playground. Imagine walking into a universe where gravity is stronger or weaker, where stars are different colors, where chemistry never produced life. And then imagine planting seeds of humanity there, igniting new worlds and realities where no light ever shone. To us, this borders on madness, but to them, it is exploration. It is expansion not outward, but sideways, across the multiverse itself. And then comes Type 6. This is where language begins to fail us. Because a Type 6 does not merely play in universes, it transcends the very concept of universes. They manipulate the underlying rules, dimensions, constants, even logic itself. To them, time is not a river. It is a thread to be woven, rewoven, and cut. Space is not distance. It is a tool. Reality is not fixed. It is optional. A Type 6 civilization is not bound by cause and effect. It exists above reality as we know it. Imagine them not building cities but writing existence itself as art. And finally, Type 7. Here, the human mind breaks. Because a Type 7 does not simply live in the multiverse, it does not simply bend dimensions, it exists beyond everything. It does not ask what is real, it decides what real is. A Type 7 civilization would not merely be indistinguishable from gods, it would be indistinguishable from reality itself. Every atom, every law of physics, every possibility, every dream, authored, edited, and rewritten at will. They could erase universes. They could invent infinities. They could sculpt not only what is, but what could be, what should be, what never was. And humanity. If we reach this point, would we still be humanity? Or would we become something else entirely? An eternal flame, writing itself into the heart of creation. We began as apes who struck stones together. We built fires, carved tools, made shelters. We painted walls and caves, told stories around flames. Step by step, we learned to farm, to write, to forge steel, to split atoms. Today, we look at the stars and dream of visiting them. Tomorrow, we may build machines that swallow them. Someday, we may rewrite reality itself. And the question lingers, whispering like an echo in the void. If humanity becomes a Type 7 civilization, will we find paradise? Or will we build our own prison? So vast, so eternal, that even gods cannot escape it. Perhaps the journey matters more than the destination. Perhaps the climb defines us more than the summit. Because in truth, the moment we reach the top, there may be no more us at all. So look up tonight, at the stars, at the galaxies, at the endless dark between them. Remember this, they are not just lights in the sky. They are rungs on a ladder, and somewhere, far above, a final step waits. Into eternity.